What's up, everybody? So we're back out in the shop, and in this episode we're actually going to do a quick update video. Now, the reason behind doing an update video versus a build video today was actually, if you couldn't hear it, my voice. I've been under the weather for the last few days, and I didn't want to get out into the shop while it was, 5-10 degrees outside, freeze my butt off while trying to get better. And I didn't think that that made much sense, because all I would have done was made myself feel worse, and then it would have been even harder to film. So I took a break and just decided to recoup in the house, next to the fireplace, hang out with the family, all that stuff. Luckily, it's not COVID or anything like that, but it was just, respiratory stuff and allergies and sinuses and all of the crap that sucks. All of that back to back, plus my family all kind of got it a little bit. So we've just been huddled up, relaxing, and chilling. So now I'm finally able to get back out into the shop, and I figured, you know what, I might as well give y'all an update video on a few of the things that we have that are going to be coming up, and a few of the things that are going to change on the channel a little bit content-wise because of a couple of the things we're going to talk about in this video. So for one, I figured I'd give y'all an update video on projects that we're working on, plus the other stuff. So the first thing is going to be the 580 CRV2 knives. These guys are right here. So you've already seen to this point, we did all the finish on them. We got the tangs tapered, all that stuff, ready for handle scales. Now I did go through, cut down all my handle scale material. We've got a couple of pieces that look pretty similar, these two, but they are actually two different styles of wood from two different blocks. They're just similar dies. That's going to be two of the knives handles right there. This guy right here, which looks absolutely awesome, that's going on one of them. Then we have this one right here. That's going to go on one of them. And then just some nice Paduk with black pins. Now, when it comes down to the knives, I know a lot of people might be thinking, okay, so you're going to do 4 with these cool burled woods that have been dyed and stabilized and all that, and then a random just Paduk? Why? Well, I'm going to have these 5 knives listed on my website, theriversexperience.com, and I wanted to give someone an option that might not want the louder scales, with all the craziness going on. Somebody might want a nice sleek setup, so I'm going to do the Paduk, black pins, just super sleek, nothing too crazy on it, so that people have options, So we're going to have those 5 on the website, and I did just want to make it to where it was just a little bit of crazy and then some simple. Now, when it comes down to the videos finishing this knife, I am going to finish all of them this coming up week, and I'm going to release a video that has the handle attaching, shaping, and edge put on it, so those knives will be done, other than the sheaths, which we'll end up making in a different video. But all the knives themselves will actually be finished. You'll get to see the finished product and all that next weekend. Now, I wanted to go ahead and wrap up these 5 knives because we are going to be starting a new Shop Talk Tuesday build series. It's coming up Tuesday, but I wanted to wrap these up so that all we had to focus on really knife making on the channel was the Shop Talk Tuesday build series. Now, the reason behind me kind of trimming back the knife content just a little bit is because I'm going to be doing a couple of things. For one, we have our big Dagger challenge, the YouTube Knife Makers Challenge, that I want to be able to focus on, and I've got to do all that in the background because we released the video all at once. So it's just a full video. Everybody will release their video for their particular build, and then y'all get the vote on them. So I have to make sure that I focus on that in the background. I have to film the whole entire thing, get everything ready to edit it all together, and I want to really focus on it and put a lot of work into this one to make sure everything looks absolutely epic, because I know everybody else in the challenge is going to do the same thing. I mean, they're making Pullian daggers with like fluted handles and silver inlays and all these crazy Damascuses and all that stuff, and I'm going to do this particular dagger challenge like I do all the other challenges, and I'm going to try and make something slightly different with all of the Eric Rivers flair. So I think y'all are going to really like it. I drew it up. It's almost 24 inches long. It is a very big dagger. I think y'all are really going to like it though. I think y'all are really, really going to like it. I think it's going to be just different enough to stand out against everybody else's builds. We'll see how that goes. Now, I've got that's going to be coming up that I've got to film in the background. Plus, we're about to start the shop build, and I've got to dismantle part of the existing shop and then start adding on to everything, which is going to be a lot of work because I'm doing it all myself. I was originally going to have somebody come out, pull up the existing 11 by 11 concrete pad that's right there that the other shop is on, and then pour another pad for concrete and then build everything on top of it. I was going to do a metal building and all these different things. And then I started thinking about it, and whenever I originally set out to make the shop add-on or make the shop larger for all this, what I wanted to do was to have it be one cohesive shop. And I wanted it to look old school. I didn't want it to be all new, all kinds of everything. I wanted it to have a particular aesthetic. And if y'all have seen different, videos from me, you've seen the outside of my 12 by 12. It is a wood-sided shed that I think looks absolutely awesome. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do what I originally set out to do. I'm going to add on to that 11 by 11, keep the concrete where it's at, because I really only need a little bit of concrete for where the forge is going to go, the anvils, the wood burning stove that I'm going to have out there and all that stuff. I just need that 11 by 11 for that, and then I'm going to add on upper area where it's going to be decked just how my floor is in this shop, and I'm going to have so an area that steps up a little bit, and it's going to have a full workbench around it. It's going to be a lot bigger workbench than what I have in here, like 4 extra feet that way, another couple of feet in front of me. Like it's going to be massive, and I'm going to have everything in that one shop. So it's going to have the grinders, the sanders, the driller, the drill press, the porta band saw, all that stuff. Everything is going to be in that shop so that I can do everything in one area. The hard part about the way everything is set up right now, I go out there, I forge, then I have to come back in here and do a thing, then I have to go all the way back out there and do a thing, then come all the way back in here and do a thing, and it's a pain in the butt and adds so much extra walking time and just work to the process. So I want all of that in one location, plus I want to take all of the stuff that creates dust out of this shop. I'm going to end up insulating and sheetrocking this whole entire shop, and it's going to be just for doing things like podcasts, doing things like photos, video clips, all that stuff's going to all be in this particular area. I'm going to focus on the lighting and all kinds of different stuff. So this is going to be just for that. It's going to be area where I would make sheaths and do stuff that doesn't require dust and all of that. So it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be awesome, and the way that I'm going to have it set up I think is going to look really awesome for shooting videos and all of that. So I've got that's going to be happening, and because of that process, which I'm going to be filming the whole entire time and keeping y'all updated on and all that, so y'all will get tons of content on the shop build, plus you'll still have Shop Talk Tuesday builds, so you're still going to get knife content the entire time. But on the weekend ones where I would typically be making knives, I'm going to be focused on the shop build. I'm going to be focused on some of the Porsche content. So this year I'm going to be doing a lot of videos around the Porsche itself. I got new wheels on it. I'm going to be finishing a video for that y'all are going to see. I've got tons of upgrades and accessories and stuff like that, so I'm going to have some of that stuff kind of sprinkled in as we do this as well. So we'll have that, plus the shop build, plus I'm still going to be making a couple other knives. And then, of course, once the Dagger build is done, we'll be working on regular knife projects because the shop will be done, all that stuff, and we'll see how it goes. Now, when it comes to other things that I'm working on, right now I'm trying to build up my inventory on my website. So I'm going to have, of course, these 5 knives, plus I've got 3 other, technically 5 of the knives, well, technically 6. I've got 3 other knives that were from previous YouTube builds going on the website, plus I'm going to have the Insanity builds, plus I'm going to have the big Bowie, and like I said, these 5 knives. By the time this is all said and done, I should have about 20 to 25 knives on my website, plus I'm going to be releasing a few more styles of shirts on there and all that, and then a couple other cool things I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing hand stamped leather keychains that are going to go on there. It's going to be a few different styles of stuff, but if you haven't checked it out, it's theriversexperience.com. I have a link for it in the description below. Y'all should go check it out and see what's on there. But I'm going to be focused on getting stuff on there so that people can actually scoop up some of those things, and then also trying to get shops set up, trying to get Dagger built, trying to get all that stuff done. So there's a lot going on, and y'all will get to see it as it goes through. The only thing that y'all won't get to see until it's done is the Dagger build, but we'll still have, like I said, Shop Talk Tuesday builds and all of that. But there's a lot, and I know people were going to ask me about a few of the things, so I figured I'd answer all of that all in this one video and make it easy on me. But if y'all have any questions or y'all have any suggestions or anything like that, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll go ahead and try and answer those. Guys, that is the end of this update video. If you think any of it was actually cool or anything like that, or there's anything you're looking forward to, also let me know about that stuff in the comment section. But guys, if y'all would, give the video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Y'all have an amazing day. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all on Tuesday.